Most Singer sewing machines come with a zipper foot, and I know people shy away from sewing zippers in. I will tell you, with the foot in this machine, which is just a simple mechanical machine, I think you'd be surprised. And maybe next time a bag pattern or a pattern has a zipper option, trust me, the directions will walk you step by step of how to lay your fabric, how to sew it. But your foot that comes with this machine is very unique. So I'm going to get to show you how this is done. We're working through all the video tutorials of the Singer Elite ME457. But if your Singer has any of the basic dials like this one, follow along because it's really all about the same. With this, we're using a straight stitch. I've got my stitch length at 2.5. I've got my width at 0 and a center needle position. So start there. We've also just finished the video on how to do a blind hem, so check that out. It's a great way to do hemming without having to do it by hand. So I'm going to start by taking off the blind hem foot. They just touch in the back and they fall right off. But before I attach the zipper foot, let's take a look. So you can see that it actually has two sides, a left and a right. So depending on which side of the zipper I'm working on, or if I'm sewing it on or doing top stitching, sometimes I'm going to have it attached to the right side and sometimes I'm going to have it attached to the left. So before I actually attach it, I'm going to just set it here. And let's take a look at what we normally have. So traditionally you have a piece of fabric, maybe this is side for a bag, and they're asking you to put the zipper right side down. Now here's another thing. I love long zippers. So especially when you're doing a bag, you're always trimming it off. So I always reach for longer zippers than I usually need. So if your pattern calls for like a 7-inch zipper, but all you have are like 12-inch zippers, perfect, just use it. So we're going to start. I'm going to place this right side together. So there's my zipper tab and my teeth are right side down. My fabric is right side up. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to be stitching really close to the zipper teeth. And a zipper foot is designed so it can slide beside the bulk of the zipper teeth. So right now I can see that I need to attach this to the left side. So when my needle comes down over here and it will give me that perfect stitch. So reach underneath, hold it, and then lower the pressure foot down until it clicks, and let's see how this looks. Can you see how perfect that needle's just going to hug the zipper teeth, and the foot is just going to kind of guide itself along the bulk, and it really is that easy. So usually your first pass is stitching the zipper right sides together with the fabric piece. Next, you traditionally fold this back and press it, and a top stitching is then stitched really close to this fold. So that really helps hold it down. It looks really professional. So right now, as we just took it out the way it went through the machine, now you can see we want the presser foot to be sitting here and our needle to stitch down this way. Now, one of two things. You can actually just take this foot off and move it to the opposite side. We could also, if we want to save ourselves some time, we can just flip the zipper around so we're coming back from the other direction, which is what I'm going to do today. If this piece isn't too big, I know sometimes you end up with a lot of fabric rolled up inside the machine, so you usually don't want to do it like this. But for right now, we can just see that top stitching this down, and again, pressing is ideal, and so you get a nice clean finish where you want to stitch, but really you just follow along, and before you know it, you have a nice looking edge right next to a stitched in zipper. So it's that easy, it really is. And then usually your next piece is going to be applied over to the opposite side. And again, this is another reason why longer zippers are good, because if you have sometimes the exact size the pattern designer has asked for, this is like right here and you're having to kind of maneuver around this little, see how it doesn't even lay flat? So I always love it that when it's longer, because then I can just sew up to it and never have to worry about the bulk. So just note that you've got left and right, and did you notice I'm using a center needle position? So I didn't even move the needle around, and look how perfect that zipper has been inserted. So I hope you'll check out all the videos that we have done on our Singer mechanical machine here. And again, a lot of these are similar to lots of different models of Singer machines. So please click like if this helped you and subscribe to our YouTube channel so I can continue to do more videos on future Singer machines for other people who sew. Happy sewing!